championship trophies, guys like Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain haven't even begun their college careers yet. So, yeah, old school hoops. In college sports at the time, violations and literal active cheating is rampant across the board. Everyone is doing it. Football is the main villain, but it exists everywhere, completely unregulated. Though the NCAA has existed for a while by now, they have yet to give out any sort of punishment to a university. They don't even have a group dedicated to infractions. For about the first 50 years or so, their whole investigation system admittedly went off what they referred to as home rule, which was, in so many smart lawyer words, the honor system. They trusted schools would report themselves for violations. Schools said, awesome, and everyone lived in naive harmony. That is, until the NCAA said, wait, people wouldn't be lying to us, right? Well, I guess they could. Then came the Sanity Code. A misnomer if there ever was one, this was an ultra-strict set of rules implemented 3 years ago that aimed to protect amateurism. This was the NCAA's first push into the punishment zone, but the Sanity Code only contained one single punishment, and that was the complete expulsion of a university from the NCAA entirely after one single violation, barring the third vote. But again, the NCAA didn't have any sort of investigating department or committee or anyone to deal with this stuff, so how did they find who broke rules? Well, they sent a nice little survey out to every college, listing all the violations they're looking for and asking, with a cheeky little smile, did you do any of these? The school was to fill it out and send it on back. If you ever complain about the NCAA's overbearingness in modern times, just know they are overcompensating for a hilariously unbelievable history of incompetence. So, knowing the new punishment, what do you think happened when the NCAA sent out those letters? Well, 7 schools actually chose to be honest and admit to it, even though way more were definitely guilty. But to reward these 7 for their honesty, all of them were immediately recommended for expulsion from the NCAA, including Maryland, a national football power at the time. Everyone else was blindly trusted completely. Then after that, the NCAA voted and did not even reach that needed 2/3 majority, meaning the schools would not be expelled, proving the whole ordeal useless, making everyone doubt the authority of the Sanity Code and the whole thing being thrown out of the rulebook. Back to square one. There's still countless violations and cheating going on. It's a very open secret. So the NCAA finally makes an investigation committee and hires a head and a body to take care of the many issues. Their very first case? The University of Kentucky. When the black suits arrived on campus, the Mooks should have been carefree and confident. On paper, the Wildcats were thriving, fresh off an NCAA tournament championship, which was their 3rd in 4 years, establishing themselves as the country's team to beat. However, reading between the lines reveals the program's truth. Already embroiled in controversy, with much more that was still in the dark, to anyone in the know, punishment was not a possibility. It was impending. Just this year, 3 former Kentucky basketball players were arrested, not punished by the NCAA, actual handcuffs and jail cells, for their role in a complex illegal gambling operation that was paying college athletes to manipulate game scores. The scheme centered around the City College of New York, who won the NCAA tournament in between Kentucky's 4 and also won the NIT tournament that same year. They're the only school to ever do that, and it's a feat that, as of now, is impossible to recreate. You're not allowed to play in both in the same year. City College was a solid